Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about topic the develop project charter process. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in PMP and project management, or you are planning to give exam of PMP in near future. So let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. Friend, develop project charter is the first process in the project integration management knowledge area as defined by Project Management Institute PMI in the project management body of knowledge. Now, what is PMI? Project Management Institute is a non-profit based organization which basically developed these standards for project management. The most popular book for PMP or project management is PMBOK Guide, Project Management Body of Knowledge. And one of the you can say the first process defined in the project integration management is the develop project charter. Now, what is project integration management? Friend, project is basically a thing, you can say a task which is temporary anywhere, and it has a beginning and end, and it basically produce something unique. For example, you are implementing an e-commerce solution, so it's a project. You are building a flyover, it's a project. You are building a house, so it's a project. So basically this is a high level definition of a project. So the project integration management means that there are several factors, several things involved related to project, like its scope, risk, issues, communication, budget. So many things are there, stakeholders. So managing all those factors called as the integration. Now, develop project charter is basically is a process which involves formally authorizing a project or a project phase and providing the project manager with the authority to use organizational resources for project activities. Just think of this as you are initiating a project. Okay, a company is initiating a project, and they basically develop a document so that all knows that this project is going to initiate, and this project manager is responsible to manage the resources and the budget as well. Now, if we talk about more in detail the project charter definition, friend, a project charter is basically a document that formally authorizes the existence of a project or a phase and provides the project manager the authority to apply organizational resources to project activities. You can think of this for a friend, like for example a birth certificate. Whenever a child has a birth, the birth certificate is issued in which its name is mentioned, the location is mentioned, all necessary information is mentioned in the birth certificate. Similarly, project charter is also a document which basically tells you about the project, the authority given to the project manager, and it is usually issued by higher authorities such as the sponsor or project initiator, and is essential for the project manager to have the necessary authority to lead the project. Let me give you a very simple example of a project charter here. For example, project title, this it will tell you the name of the project, then the project manager who will be assigned for the project, then project start date, project end date, project sponsor name is here. That means the person who is basically sponsoring or giving budget, who is basically the main owner of the project. Then business need, like what is the need for which a project is going to be initiated, what are the basic pain points, or what are the needs of the project is mentioned here. Then the project scope is mentioned here. That means a high level project scope is mentioned here, that what are the boundaries in which the project is going to be delivered. Then deliverables. Deliver mean, for example, you are implementing a mobile app. So for example, so Android mobile app is a deliverable, iOS mobile app is a deliverable. Similarly, so the deliverables are mentioned here. Then the budget of the project is mentioned here. The milestone schedule mentioned here. For example, the scoping of project will be completed in first month. For example, the development will complete in the next month. The completion will be after 2 months. So the milestone schedules are mentioned here. So this is a very simple template for a project charter. So let's more talk about the project charter, friend. The first one is the key stakeholder identification is very important in the project charter. That means the stakeholders can be individuals, groups or organizations that have an interest in the project. For example, the CTO, CEO, project manager, the functional manager. So first thing is the identification of the key stakeholders. Then project scope is also needs to be mentioned in the project charter. As far as high level project scope means that outlining what the project will achieve. This is not a detailed scope statement, but rather a brief overview of the project purpose, objective, and major deliverables are mentioned here in the project charter. Next is the project manager appointment. That means the person, project manager, who is responsible for achieving the project objective and delivering the project results, his name is also needs to be mentioned in the project charter. Also authorizes the project manager to lead the project as well. So his name, his person's name will also be mentioned in the project charter as well. So everyone knows that this is the person who is responsible to achieve the objectives and the delivering the project result, and also he is capable enough to consume the budget and use the resources as well. Then the authorization, the approval. Obtain authorization for the project by having the project charter formally approved by the relevant authority or stakeholders. This approval signifies the commitment to the project and provides the project manager with the necessary support. Then the assumptions and constraints will also be mentioned here in the project charter document. Assumptions means that these are factors that are considered to be true, real, or certain for planning purposes as well. Here remember one thing, that assumptions can be false as well. The constraints are the factors that can limit the project option. For example, the scope, time, budget. So these are the constraints which are basically limitations for a project, which you cannot go beyond those limits. Okay. Then the high level risk. High level risk are the factors that could impact the success of the project. These are risks that may affect the project at a broad level, and a more detailed risk management plan will be developed later in the project life cycle. Developing the project charter. Compile all the information gathered into the formal project charter document. This document serves as a contract between the project manager and the organization, outlining the project purpose, objective, authority, and key details. Once the project charter has been developed, it shall be communicated to all the relevant stakeholders. Like everyone knows that what is the project goal, objective, and the authority granted to the project manager as well. Then project kickoff. Once the project charter has been developed, the kickoff meeting has to be held, in which this may involve holding a project kickoff meeting where key stakeholders are introduced and the project objectives and expectations are discussed in detail. So the project charter process sets the foundation for the entire project by defining its purpose, objectives, key stakeholders, and the authority given to the project manager. It is a critical step in initiating a project, in ensuring that there is a clear understanding and commitment to the project success. So friend, thank you. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video.